Welcome students to online classes of mathematics for class 8. In this video we are going to study the chapter number 7, which is cubes and the cube roots of NCERT textbook, and we will be covering the exercise 7.2. This is the session number 2 for this particular chapter. Myself Deepak Kolam, TGT Mathematics in Kendriya Vidyalaya Sangatham. So let's start with today's class. The topic that we are going to study today is the cube roots. Like in the chapter number 6 we have studied after square, we studied the square root, and similarly in the chapter 7 we have cubes and the cube root. Okay, as you know, the inverse operation of the square is square root. In similar way, the inverse operation of cube is cube root. Okay, so as you know, the inverse operation of square is square root. In similar way, the inverse operation of cube is cube root. Okay, let's understand with this few example. Suppose if we are to find the cube of a number, let's say 2. Cube of number 2 means we are multiplying 2 3 times into 2. 2 into 2 into 2. Okay, that will be equals to 8. Okay, so this is the cube of 2 is equals to 8. And if you are to find the cube root of 8, so if you are to find the cube root of this 8, that will be equals to 2. Okay, similar way, if you have a number, let's say 4, and you are finding the cube of number 4. Cube of number 4 means we are multiplying 4 into 4 into 4, that will be equals to 64. Okay, and if you are to find the cube root of 64, that is cube root of 64, that will be equals to again the number 4. Okay, so cube root of 8 is 2 and the cube root of 64 is 4. Okay, so instead of writing this word cube root of, we use a symbol which is similar to the symbol that we use for the square root. Okay, that symbol is like this. First draw the symbol of the square root. Okay, and then here write the number 3. Okay, without 3 it's a square root, and when you write the 3 here it will become cube root. Okay, so under this write the number 64. So cube root of 64 is equals to 4. Okay, in similar way, the previous number was the cube root of 8 is equals to 2. Okay, that's how we write this number. We write this symbol as cube root of 64 and the cube root of 8. Okay, so write this symbol. This symbol which we have for the square root, and once you write 3 here it will become cube root. Okay, the symbol is called the cube root. Okay, this symbol is called the cube root. Okay, it's similar to the square root, just we write the 3 here, then it will become cube root. Okay, so I have written some cube numbers here. So the cube of 1 is 1. In similar way, the cube root of 1 will be 1. Cube of 2 is 8, and cube root of 8 is 2. Cube of 3 is 27, and cube root of 27 is 3. Cube of 4 is 64, and cube root of 64 is 4. Cube of 5 is 125, and cube root of 5 is 5. In similar way, we have other number like cube of 6 is 216, and the cube root of 6 is 6. Cube root of 216 is 6. Cube of 7 is 343, and the cube root of 343 is 7. Cube of 8 is 512, and cube root of 512 is 8. Cube of 9 is 729, and the cube root of 729 is 9. And the last one, cube of 10 is 1000, and cube root of 1000 is 10. Okay, that's how we write the cubes and the cube root of number. Okay, and you know, this symbol is called the cube root. Okay, so it will be read as cube root of 1, cube root of 8, cube root of 27, cube root of 64, and so on. Okay, so now moving ahead, we have two methods to find the cube root of number. Like in the chapter 6, we had 3 methods to find the square root of a number, which were the repeated subtraction method, prime factorization method, and the division method. In case of cube root, we have 2 methods to find the cube root of a number. The first one is through prime factorization method. Okay, this first method through prime factorization is exactly similar to the what we did in the case of finding square root. Okay, and the second one is through estimation. Okay, this method is very much similar to the method that we studied in chapter 6 for finding square root. That is similar to the division method. Okay, so we have only 2 methods to find the cube root of any number. First one is a prime factorization, and second one is a through estimation. Okay, so we'll study about we'll understand this method one by one. So let's come to the first method, we have through prime factorization. We will understand this with the help of an example. Let's take an example, which is example number 6 of your NCERT textbook. Okay, the question here is find the cube root of 8000. Question is find the cube root of 8000. Okay, so we are given a number which is 8000. We are asked to find its cube root, and we are going to use the method prime factorization method. Okay, so number is 8000. So first we have to find its prime factor. So write the number here and let's find its prime factors. So as you can see, the 8000 is an even number, so this can be divisible by 2. So let's first divide this by 2, which is the smallest prime number. So we will get 4000 here. Again dividing by 2, you will get 2000 here. Again dividing by 2, you will get 1000. Again dividing by 2, will get 500, and one more time dividing by 2, will get 250, and again dividing by 2, will get 125. So as you can see, 125 is not divisible by 2 now, so we'll divide this number by 5. So we'll get 25, and again dividing by 5, will get 5, and one more time dividing by 5, will get 1. So the moment we get 1 here, we'll stop there. Okay, so write the prime factors of 8000 is the prime factors of 8000 is, write the number first, 8000, and then you have to write its prime factor. So we have 1 1 2 3 4 5 6 times 2. So write 1 2 3 4 5 6 times 2. Okay, after that we have 1 2 3 times 5. So write 5 into 5 into 5. So these are the prime factors of 8000. Okay, now in the case of square root, we used to look for the pairs of the prime factors. Okay, but in case of cube root, what we will be doing is we'll be looking for the cubes. Okay, so we have one triplet of the number 2, another triplet of number 2, and one triplet of number 5. Okay, in case of square root, we used to look for the pair of prime factors, but in case of cube root, we'll be looking for the triplet of the prime factors. So okay, so we have one triplet of number 2, another triplet of number 2, and one triplet of number 5. Okay, so we'll write this as 8000 equals to, so from each triplet we'll take single digit. So from here we'll take 2 multiplied by, from here again we'll take 2, and from here we'll take 5, and multiply all the number 2 into 5, and you have to write whole cube. Okay, outside the bracket write the power 3, because we have 3 times this 2, and again 3 times this 2, and 3 times 5. So we'll write the common power outside the bracket 3. Okay, so like I said, when you shift this power to the right hand or left hand side, this will change to cube root. Okay, so this will be cube root of 8000. Cube root of 8000 will be equals to, multiply this number, 2 into 2 is 4, 4 into 5 is 20. So the answer is cube root of 8000 is 20. Okay, that's how we find the cube root of any given number. First find its prime factors, and in the prime factor look for the triplet of the prime factors. Okay, so we have one triplet of number 2, another triplet of number 2, and one triplet of number 5. Okay, so we'll take one digit from each one, so 2 into 2 into 5, and we'll put the whole cube, and when you shift this whole power 3 onto the left hand side, this will become cube root. Okay, and the cube root of 8000 equals to 20. That's the answer. Okay, that's how we are going to find the cube root of a number using prime factorization method. Okay, now let's come to the second method. We have through estimation. This method is very important, because this will be useful in the higher classes also, and also when you go for the competitive exam, there you have very little time to solve a question. So this method will help you quickly find the cube root of any given number. Okay, so first before starting this, we should know that the first digit of the square number of, cube number of 1 to 10. Okay, so let's see. Okay, the second method is through estimation. This method is very important, because this will be useful in the higher classes also. Okay, also when you go for the competitive exam, like for NEET, JEE, and any other exam, and there you will have some question where you have to find the cube root of any given number. So this method will help you there in saving time. Okay, so this method is very important, important. Okay, you have to learn this and understand this, because this will help you in higher classes also. Okay, so in to understand the through estimation method, we have to first learn and remember the cube of the number 1 to 10. Okay, so let's write the cube of number 1 to 10 here. We have cube of 1 equals to 1, cube of 2 is equals to 8, cube of 3 equals to 27, cube of 4 equals to 64, cube of 5 equals to 125, cube of 6 equals to 216, cube of 7 equals to 343, and cube of 8 equals to 512, cube of 9 equals to 729, and cube of 10 equals to 1000. Okay, so I have written the cube of the number 1 to 10 here. Okay, now in this cube number you can see that we have all the digits from starting from 0 to 9 at the unit place of these numbers. Okay, you can see we have 0 here in the unit place, we have 1, we have 2 here, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Okay, you can see here we have all the digits from 0 to 1 at the unit place for different numbers. So for we have 0 here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So all the numbers starting from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and till number 9 are at the unit place. So by looking at the number we cannot identify whether this number is a is a perfect cube number or not, because all the digits are appearing at the unit place. But we have a simple method to find the cube root of any given number. Let's take an example. Suppose we have this number 857375. Okay, so the number that we have is 857 and 375, and we are asked to find the cube root of this number. Okay, the question is find the cube root of this number. Okay, we have to find its cube root. So in order to find its cube root through estimation method, first you have to write the number, which is 857375. Okay, and then you have to make the triplets of the number from the right hand side, like we used to do in the case of division method of square root. There we were making the pair of number from the right hand side, but in the case of cube root we'll make the triplet of the numbers from the right hand side. So we have one triplet of number 375 and another triplet of number 857. Okay, so we got two triplets here. Okay, if there are 4 digits, then we will be having one triplet and then single digit. If we are having 5 digits, then we will have one triplet and 2 digits. Okay, in this case we have two triplets. Okay, so we'll see both triplets separately. So in case of this one, first triplet, okay, as you can see the number at the unit place here is 5 unit place, or you can say ones place. So the number here at the ones place is 5. Now you'll notice from here, in case of which number we are getting 5 at the unit place. So you can see here, in case of 5 we are getting 5 at the unit place. So this number will give us 5, because we are getting 5 only when 5 is multiplied to 5 into 5. Okay, so this number will give us 5. Now let's come to the second number. We have 857. So this 857 is lying between the cube of which number? Okay, we have to see now that this number is lying between the cube of these two number. Now you can see that this 857 is more than 729 but less than 1000. Okay, it's more than 729 and less than 1000. So we'll write it as this number is less than 1000 but more than 729. Okay, and the 729 is the cube of 9 and this 1000 is cube of 10. So this 857 is more than cube of 9 but less than cube of 10. Okay, so once you find those two number in between the cube of which number this given number is lying. So in this case those number are cube of 9 and cube of 10, and once you got that number, we'll always consider the smaller number, which is 9 here. Okay, so at the place of this number we'll write 9. Okay, so the number that we got here now is 95. That means the cube root of 857,375, okay, the cube root of this number is equals to this 95. Okay, that's how we find the cube root of any given number through estimation. Okay, so I'm explaining it again. First you have to remember these cubes of the numbers from starting from 1 to 10. Okay, then whenever you are given number, so you will first make the pair of or triplet of the number from the right hand side. Okay, in this case we got two triplets, and then in the first triplet we have the number 5 at the ones place, so we'll look for the uh, cube numbers from 1 to 10, in which case we are getting 5 at the ones place. So in case of 5 we are getting 5 at the ones place, so this will result this first triplet will give us number 5, and then in the this second triplet of number we'll see in the cube of which two numbers this number is lying. So in this case this number is lying between the cube of number 9 and 10. Okay, so we'll always consider the smaller number, which is 9, so this will give us the 95. Okay, so the cube root of this number will be 95. Okay, I hope you understand. I hope you understood this. You will understand this better when we'll do the exercise. Okay, so now let's move to the exercise 7.2 of NCERT textbook. We have the chapter 7 cubes and cube root and exercise 7.2. This exercise in total have only 3 questions. Okay, we'll do all the questions here in this particular session. So first one is find the cube root of each of the following number by prime factorization method. So what we have to do is we have to find the cube root, and we have mentioned that we have to use the particular method, prime factorization method. Okay, so in this question I'm going to do only 4 parts, that is part 1 and let's say part 6, 7 and 9. Okay, rest 6 will be done by you. I will do first 6, 7 and 9. Okay, so let's start with the first one. This is answer number 1, part 1. The number given to us is 64. Okay, so first, as we are asked to find its cube root by prime factorization method, so first as we are asked to find its cube root through prime factorization method, so what we're going to do is first find its prime factor, write the number 64 here. Okay, we're going to find its prime factor now. So let's divide this number first by 2 because it's an even number, so we'll get 32 here. Again dividing by 2 you will get 16. Again dividing by 2 we'll get 8, and again dividing by 2 we'll get 4. Okay, again dividing by 2 will get 2, and one more time dividing by 2 will get 1. Okay, so the prime factors of number 64 is, so write the prime factors of 64 is, so write number 64 equals to, let's count the number of 2. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So write 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. Okay, so we got 6 times 2. Now in this number what you have to do is make the triplet of each prime factor. So we have one triplet of number 2 and another triplet of number 2. So from each triplet we'll take single digit, that is 2 from the first triplet and 2 from this second triplet. Okay, and outside we'll write the common power, that is whole cube. Okay, now when you move this power 3 onto the left hand side, it will become cube root of 64. Okay, and multiply this number, 2 into 2 will be 4. So answer is cube root of 64 is equals to 4. Okay, that's our answer. That's how we find and write the answer. Okay, let's see the next part, which is part number 6. The number given to us here now 13824. Number is 13824. Again we are going to use the prime factorization method. So let's first find its prime factor, that is 13824. Okay, as you can see this number is an even number, so this can be divided by number 2. So we'll get 6, 9, 1 and 2. Okay, again dividing by 2 we'll get 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay, again dividing by 2 we'll get 1, 7, 2, 8. Again dividing by 2 we'll get 8, 6, 4. Again dividing by 2 we'll get 4, 3, 2. Once again dividing by 2 we'll get 2, 1 and 6. Okay, let's extend this line. Again we'll divide this by 2, we'll get 1, 0, 8. One more time dividing by 8 will get 54, and now we'll get 27. Okay, now this 27 is not divisible by 2, so we'll now divide this by 3. We'll get 9 here, again divided by 3 we'll get 3 here, and one more time divided by 3 we'll get 1. Okay, so these are the prime factors of this given number. Okay, so write the prime factors of 1 3 8 2 4 is, okay, let's try the prime factors now. We have number 13,824 equals to, let's count the number of 2. We have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 and 9. 9 times 2, so write 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 and 9. Then we have 3 times 3, 1 2 and 3. Okay, so write 3 into 3 into 3. Okay, so these are the prime factors of this number. And next will be looking for the triplet of the number. So we got one triplet of number 2, another triplet of number 2, and third triplet of number 2, and then one triplet of number 3. Okay, so we'll write this as 13824 equals to, from each triplet we'll get a single digit, so from here we'll get 2 multiplied by, from here we'll get another 2 multiplied by, so from here we'll get another 2, and from here we'll get a number 3. Okay, and we'll write the whole power, which is whole cube, whole power 3, that is whole cube. Okay, so when you shift this power to the left hand side, this will become cube root of number 13,824 equals to, let's multiply this number. 2 into 2 is 4, 4 into 2 is 8, 8 into 3 is 24. So the answer for this number is cube root of 13,824 is 24. Okay, I hope you have understood how to find the cube root of any given number through prime factorization method. Okay, now moving to the next number, we have here is 110592. We have next number 110592. Okay, the number is 1,10,592. Okay, 1,10,592. So let's find its prime factors first. Let's try the number here, 1,10592. Okay, so as this number is an even number, so again we can find its prime factor. So as you can see, this number is an even number, so we'll start by dividing this number by 2. So first divide this number by 2, you will get 5 5 2 9 and 6. Okay, then again dividing by 2, you will get 2 7 6 4 and 8. Okay, again dividing by 2, you will get 1 3 8 2 4. Okay, again dividing by 2, you will get 6, then we get 9 1 and 2. Okay, again dividing by 2, will get 3 4 5 and 6. Okay, 3 4 5 and 6. Again dividing by 2, will get 1 7 2 8. One more time dividing by 8, will get 8 6 4. Okay, let's extend the line. One more time divided by 2, will get 4 3 2. Again divided by 2, will get 2 1 6. Then again divided by 2, will get 1 0 8. Again divided by 2, will get 54, and one more time dividing by 2, will get 27. Okay, now it will not be divisible by 2, so now divide this by 3, so we'll get 9 here. Again divided by 3, will get 3, and one more time divided by 3, will get 1. Okay, so moment we get 1, we'll stop there. So I'll write the prime factors of 1,10,592 is, so let's count the number of 2. We have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. 12 times the number 2 is appearing. Okay, so write 1,10592 equals to, let's write 2 into 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 2. So we get 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, then 10 11 and 12. Okay, after that we have 3 times 3, So 3 into 3 into 3. So these are the prime factors of 1,10,592. Okay, now again let's look for the triplet. We have one triplet of number 2, another triplet of number 2, and one more triplet of number 2, another triplet of number 2, and then one triplet of number 3. Okay, so let's write 110592 equals to, from each triplet we will get the take the single digit. So we have 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 and multiplied by 2, then 3, and then write whole power 3. Okay, so when you shift this 3 power to the left hand side, this will become cube root of 110592 equals to, let's multiply the numbers. 2 into 2 is 4, 4 into 2 is 8, 8 into 2 is 16, 16 into 3 is 48. Okay, so the cube root of this number is equals to 48. Okay, I hope you've understood now. Now let's move to the next part, and we have another one. Let's take part 9, which is number 175616. Okay, again we are going to find its cube root through prime factorization method. Okay, so let's first try this number 175616. Okay, as you can see, again this number is an even number, so we can divide this by 2. So let's start by dividing this by 2. We'll get 87808. Okay, again dividing by 2 will get 43904. again dividing by 2 will get 21952. Okay, one more time dividing by 2 will get 1 0 9 7 and 6. Okay, again dividing by 2 will get 5 4 8 8. One more time dividing by 2, you will get 2 7 4 4. Again dividing by 2 will get 1 3 7 2. Okay, one more time dividing by 2, you will get 6 8 6. Okay, now one more time divided by 2 will get 3 4 3. Now this will not be divisible by 3. Now as you know, this 343 is the cube of number 7, so this can be divided by 7 now. So we'll get 49. Again dividing by 7 we'll get 7, and one more time dividing by 7 we'll get 1. So moment we get 1, we'll stop there. So let's count the number of 2's here. We get 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, and then 3 times 7. So write the prime factors of the prime factors of 175616 is, write the number 175616 equals to, we have 9 times 2, so write 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, then multiplied by 7 into 7 into 7. Okay, so let's write 175616 equals to, let's find the triplets. We have one triplet of number 3, another triplet of number 3, another triplet of number 3, and one triplet of number 7. Okay, so let's write 2 into 2 into 2 into 7 and whole power 3. Okay, so when you shift this power 3 onto the left hand side, this will become cube root of number 175616 equals to, let's multiply the number. 22 is 4, 4 into 2 is 8, 8 into 7 is 56. So the cube root of this number is 56. Okay, so that's the answer, number 9 of question number 1 of exercise 7.2. Okay, I have done the 4 parts, remaining should be done by you. Okay, in the similar manner. Now let's move to the question number 2. Here we have to state, we are given certain statement, we have to tell which statement is true or false. Okay, so first statement here is cube of any odd number is even. Okay, let's write its answer number 2 part 1. It's asking us cube of any odd number is even. This one is false, because if you can see that the cube of any odd number is odd and cube of any even number is even. Okay, so the cube of any odd number has to be an odd number, while it's saying even, that's why it's false. Okay, now come to the second one. Second statement is a perfect cube does not end with two zeros. Okay, this one is true. Why this is true? Because when you find the cube of any number having 0 at the end, so you will, in the cube of that number, you will have 3 zeros, not 2. Okay, let's say, see, if we are to find the cube of number 10 which have 1 0, its cube root will have, which is equals 1000, will have 3 zeros. Okay, it cannot have 2 zeros. Okay, so whenever you find the cube root of any number having 0 at the ones place or the unit place, you will always get a number of 0 in the multiple of 3. Okay, not in the multiple of 2. So this statement is true. Okay, that this will never end with 2 zeros. Third one, we have if square of a number end with 5, then its cube end with 25. Okay, if a square of a number is 5 ends with 5, then its cube end with 5. Okay, this one is false, because if you find the square of a number, let's say 5, that will end with 25, and its cube may or may not end with 25. Okay, so this one is false. Next is fourth one, there is no perfect cube which end with 8. This is also false, as you find the cube of 2 that will end in 8. Okay, next one we have, okay, part 5 is the cube of a 2-digit number may be a 3-digit number. This one is also false, because as you can see, we have this example. When you find the smallest 2-digit number is 10. Okay, before 10 we have 9, which is 1-digit number, so 10 is the first 2-digit number. When you find its cube, that is equals to 1000. 1000 have 4 digits. Okay, it will not have 3 digits, so this one is also false. Now come to the part 6. We have here the cube of 2-digit number may have 7 or more digits. Okay, the cube of 2-digit number may have 7 or more digit. So answer for this one is also false. Okay, when you find the answer of 2-digit number, let's say if you are finding for 10, that is equals to 1000, which have only 4 digit. Okay, so if you find the cube root of 9, that will not have 7 digits. Okay, you can try out by checking the first or the smallest 2-digit number is 10, which is written here, in cube root have 4 digit. Now you can check for 99. Okay, you will check how many digits this number have, but I'm telling you the answer is false. Okay, next one is part 7. Here we have the cube of a single digit number may be a single digit number. This is true. Reason for this one is, if you find the cube of 1 is equals to 1 and cube of 2 is equals to 8, so the cube of this single digit number is also a single digit number. Okay, so that's the answer of question number 2 of exercise 7.2. Only the second and the last, which is the 7th one, are true, and the rest 5 are the false. Okay, now moving to the next question, we have, you are told that 1331 is a perfect cube. Okay, can you guess without factorization what is the cube root? Similarly, guess the cube root of number 4913 and 12167 and 32,768. So we are given total 4 numbers and we are asked to find their cube root without using the factorization method. Okay, so here we will use the estimation method. Okay, so let's start with the first number we have is, here is 1331. Okay, 1331. So the first step is to make the triplet from the right hand side. So in this given number we have one triplet of number 331, and then we have this single digit 1. Okay, so we got 2 pairs. First pair is 331 and second pair have only 1 digit, which is 1. Okay, so here in the first group, which is 331, we have 1 at its units place. Okay, units place. So we have 1 at its unit place, and as we know we get, or we get 1 only in the case of when the number is also have 1 at its unit place. So we'll write, as we know, if a perfect cube number ends with 1, then its cube root will also have, then its cube root will also have 1 at its ones place. Okay, therefore only possible number at units place, or you can say ones place, is 1. Okay, so this first group of number will give us 1 at the unit or ones place. Okay, now we'll come to the second number. We have the number here, so we'll write, in the other group the cube of, so in the other group the cube of 1. Okay, as you can see, we have 1 here, and 1 is the cube of 1. When you find the cube of 1, you will get 1. So we'll write cube of 1 matches with number of second group with the number of second group. Therefore only possible number at tens place is 1. Okay, hence the cube root of number 1331 is equals to 11, which have 1 at the ones place and also 1 at the tens place. Okay, so that's how you will write the answer. Okay, you will not directly write by the marking arrows. You have to write this statement. Okay, so that is, in first group we have 1 at the unit place, and as we know, they're in a perfect cube number and with 1, then its cube root will also have 1 at its unit place. Okay, therefore the only possible number here is 1. In similar way, in another group, the cube of 1 matches exactly with the number of second group. Okay, so if you find the cube of number 1, which is 1, that is exactly matching with the number in the second group. Okay, so that means the only possibility we have at the 10th place is also 1. Therefore the number that we have is 1 and 1, that is 11. Okay, so let's see the second number, which is 4913. Again, first we have to make the triplet of number from the right hand side. We have one triplet of number 913, and then we have a single digit 4. Okay, so in the first group here, in the first group, which is 913, we have 3 at its units place, or you can say ones place. Okay, we have 3 at ones place. As we know, if a perfect cube number ends with 3, then its cube number, then its cube root will have, what will it have? It will have 7 at its ones place. Okay, this is from, we have the cube of 7 is 343. Okay, as we have 3 here, that means the number at the unit place will be 7. Okay, so we have, so it will have 7 at unit place. Therefore only possible digit at ones place is 7. Okay, so from this pair of number, or this triplet of number or group of number, we get, as it has 3 at the unit place or the ones place, so its cube root will have 7 at its ones place. Okay, so from here we got 7. Now in second group, that is 4. Okay, as we know the number 4 is lying between the perfect cube numbers 1 and 8. That is this 4 is less than 8 but more than 1. This 1 is the cube of 3, sorry, 1 is the cube of 1, and this 2 is the cube of, sorry, 8 is the cube of 2. Okay, so like I said, in that scenario we'll always choose the smaller number. So we'll write, therefore only possible digit at tens place is 1. Hence the cube root of the given number, which is 4913 will be equals to, it will have 7 at its unit place and 1 at its tenth place, so the answer is 17. Okay, so that's the answer of the second number. Okay, in similar way you will write the answer for the other two number. We have the other two number which are 3, 2, 1. So other number is 12167, and the fourth last number is 32768. Okay, in this case you will have one triplet of number, this 167 and the group and a pair of numbers 12. So we have 7 here, we get 7 only in the case of number 3. Okay, 3 into 3 into 3 is 27, so we get 7 in the case of number 3, and this 12 is lying between the cube of number 2 and the number 3. Cube of number 2 is 8 and cube of number 3 is 27. So from here the smaller number will be 2, so the cube root of this number will be 23. And from this here, as you can see, we are having one triplet and a pair of number. In the first triplet we have 8, and we get 8 only in the case of 2. When 2 is multiplied to 2 into 2, you will get 8 at the unit place. Okay, and this 32 is lying between the cube of number 3 and the 4. Cube of 3 is 27 and cube of 4 is 64, so this is lying between cube of number 3 and 7, so we'll always choose the smaller digit, which is 3. So the cube root of that number is 32. Okay, I have given you the answer. You will write the answer in this language. Okay, like we did write in for 1331 and 4913. Okay, you will write the answer of these two number also in the similar way. Okay, I have just given you the correct answer. Okay, so with this we have concluded the exercise 7.2 and also the chapter number 7. Okay, I hope you understood all the question. Now what you have to do is practice all these questions multiple times so that you will understand them better. Okay, so that's all for now. Thanks for joining here.